welcome to Soprana Hotel Podcast. My name is Diana, and together with Sebastian, we will be sharing our more than 10 years of experience within hospitality sector, consulting, recruiting, and outsourcing.
Exactly. And just imagine you are traveling around the world, maybe in the private case, maybe in a business point, and you have the clearness and the safetiness that every hotel, every traveling has the same quality, gives you a good feeling, good energy. And that is why we decided to invite you in our podcast as owner of a hotel, as management, as team member from a hotel, and as a guest as well.
Over our podcast, we will go through the whole year cycle, sharing and discussing the processes of the hotel and sharing the best experiences and insights. Stay with us. Hello, dear listeners, and welcome back to Soprana Hotel. We are together with Sebastian Wanitschka. We are sharing the industry insights. And the last episode, we were speaking about the generational differences in hotel industry. And today, Sebastian, we are speaking about how hotels can attract Gen Z. What do we know about Gen Z? That these are the tourists that prefer to spend their income on traveling instead of investing in property. So even though they don't have the biggest purchasing power yet, these are the future of the hotel, future clients of the hotels. Even currently, they are already the clients, but we want to adjust for them. How can we personalize hotel offers, loyalty programs and services to attract Gen Z?
Yeah, at first, the management must be open to wide up or the target group. So, and think about what are the connecting dots to this generation in my hotel. Have I something, the existing one? Yeah. For example, when you have the most beautiful space in the world and you have in the wireless LAN, I say you are not attractive for this generation. Yeah. You can have the best drink, the best food, the best pillow or what else. You haven't wireless on, you will have a problem. That's it. Sometimes. Okay, when you say, okay, I'm a hotel where this is my positioning, back to the roots, no electricity, something else, yeah, then it's really okay. But it is a niche, I think, so for some natural next generation, they are come back to the roots. But the main people want to take a look outside. Who has not the smartphone in the hand? No value on this at the moment, but in general, it's wireless LAN, for example. Little things. Take a look what the people do or the youngsters do, where they meet, what is important for them, what they share at the moment on TikTok. And take a look what you have in a hotel, what is attractive for them. And if you say, no, stop, don't jump in, prepare it. And it is necessary because I also spoke some weeks ago with a hotel owner, a female hotel owner. She leads this with her husband. And they said, yes, we are fully booked out since years, but our clients were older and older. And their children are our new guests. And I know some, they were 1 and now they are 13 and 14. And I ask her, and come they also to your hotel and as a guest? And they say no, because they are orientated. They don't develop together and so on and so on. And that will be a problem in the future. I think so. When you don't take a look on it, or when you don't have the space for that, the mind for that, because maybe you are over 80 or so, ask your follower when you take a look on the last episode is why it's necessary maybe to give it as a family or to create it as a family business is the point. And also in this kind, you have this task, not only to create a good framing for the follower, also make your hotel sexy for the next generations. That is very important.
But speaking about the Wi-Fi, it's not only the younger generation. Guess who is my biggest fan and follower on Facebook? Yeah, Facebook. Yeah. My grandmother. My mother as well, but my grandmother, and she has been on Facebook so active, for many, many years. And I'm surprised how well she is using this, and it has become a part of her daily routine. She is communicating with friends. Whenever she's traveling, she's posting photos on there,
Yeah.
and she's doing that. And not to mention that whenever we are traveling ourselves, what is it? Workation. You need your hotel Wi-Fi to be so good that you can be streaming live or workshop, from the hotel. I remember I was traveling I was staying in a hotel in the very center in Oslo. It's a 5-star hotel. And in there, I could not believe, but I had internet issues. And I had planned that I will have a live workshop. So that was a big surprise for me. And so I went there, asked if this can be somehow fixed. And they said, well, okay, you should use our open space in there more, Another thing is what is important, Instagrammable places. It's also a way how to attract the youngest generations to your hotel. You can get listed only for having this beautiful place where people can take the beautiful photos when they are staying or coming from the outside, and maybe next time they will be staying. When I was planning a trip to London, when I Googled some things where to go to and where to stay, I found some places, Instagrammable places. This is where you can select where you want to go to visit and so on, especially if you care about those photos, if you're using Instagram and it's something that is trending. But also, let's not forget the habit of health. And this is something that work and life balance, or life and work balance, is especially important for the younger generations. And this is something that we should also consider when even doing such small things like pillows, right?
Yeah. Everything what you are related to, what is important for you, and show it especially on the social media channels, because everybody's, hey, have I to do that? Just imagine, it is the most effective marketing tool for free. Social media is for free, and the most people think, oh, I must do that. It's for free. You can also rent the agency and so on. But in general, it's for free. And then use these free tools and building trust to the next generation. Go on TikTok. Go on TikTok maybe and say and create some new drinks. What else here? Bulletproof coffee, or what else? What is very modern, and say, hey, welcome, bulletproof coffee. Take these words, these interesting things, what they do, and building trust. And building trust over years, that you have the chance to say, hey, hello, you did 100 likes. So for 100 likes, you get your first bulletproof coffee in my hotel for free when you come. It's a sales funnel, but use it with a strategic, and then also with tactic, and implement all the team, because no, not only the owner must not do that. Let us do the youngsters. Let us do the waiters. This, how we said at the beginning of our recordings, like this Lucas's at the beginning on 20, when I say it as an old man to say, hey, youngster, I bulletproof coffee. And he said, and then the youngster would think, old man, you will fall out of your shoes when you drink this stuff. I think so. Or something, make it easy, make it funny, and use it. That is so necessary. And then create a common framing, a community, like you said with your grandma, and connect it. Facebook is a platform that the people are able to change something, to share something. It's a platform. You can say it, what is good or not in this, but everybody know it, everybody use it, and it's over all generations. The question is how we can come together and what is necessary from the management side on to do it exactly with the hotel, like Facebook, for example.
I believe that for a younger generation, I heard that even, the younger generations, they are saying, oh, I'm not on Facebook, you cannot find me there. But it's also still the connection, for people to share information. And I also remember one very, not that very fresh case, but last year I was speaking to our dear friend Christina in Latvia, in Riga. She is the owner now of a new spa center called Sibi. Mm-hmm. And before that, how she started her business, she has had a small spa center in the very old town of Riga. I'm a fan of her. This is a shout out. It's not a paid promotion or anything. And if Christine will be watching this, hi, Christine. But it was that in there, they decided in between the massage, they have several procedures in there that you can do. They decided to take and do a TikTok video from their spa. And they also had a pool with those small fish for feet, this
Yeah.
tickling experience. And they have made videos like that, very simple. How someone is doing this, what's their reaction? And it went viral. Small things help to get a lot of visibility and attract new audience in there. In this case, you don't need to have, a huge operator, camera setting or anything like that. You can take, anyone in your team can take how they see it, what they see, what is interesting, and create this experience. And speaking about experiences, this is one of the other reason for Gen Z travelers that is trending, that they want to have experiences, cultural, authentic experiences, outdoor adventures. It can be something that it could be some, concert. It could be also some lights festival. And sometimes it can be also simple things that will attract them, not only to see their what's behind, can you go to some mountain trail for hiking? Can you go to also see how some cheese is made, locally? What can you do in there? What's the experience? Can you go and see aurora lights, and experience reindeer trip, husky riding? Sleep in an ice hotel in the north of Norway for one night. It's very cold. And some people are saying, oh, we want to order for like 1 week. No, you can only sleep there and stay there for one day, one night, So there are a lot of things that Gen Z wants to experience. And whenever we are putting a focus, not only that this is bed for staying in, but we give experience all around, they will become more loyal customers and will come back. Not to mention the pillows.
Yeah, and you said it very well. Create your hotel like such play park for children or something else. You have different departments. Yeah, you have maybe some roller coaster. Some roller coaster. You have some more food stores. You have this. But in general, it's all under one roof, right? So, and when you don't do it, when you are very specialized, then and you have not these resources also, create collaboration. Yeah. Create products. So because when you say, okay, is this a high price for overnight or not? Who cares when you say, okay, you start with the Huskies in the morning, coming back, have a warm coffee, and then you get a package, you get the adventure, and so on. And for adventure, the people pay more instead of overnight. One thing. Other thing is that the people that you allow the team then to speak about these adventure things and not about the hotel instead of maybe the pillow. Yes, the pillow is very important that you have the energy to go with the Huskies on the next day, for example. So connect the dots again. So this is the one hand. And
sustainability.
Of course. And jumping back to Christina, as I remind on the last traveling to Riga, so exactly, she started with this first one, and we didn't met her, yeah. So, but I went in this new department, I think so, in this from the spa, and her team stands for, and you come in and it's like, oh, it's great idea. Oh, can I help you? And so, and this and that and that. You see this service first, and it's like,
yeah.
And when you say, that is not so good. I'm especially traveled from Germany to see you. It's like, oh, can you do it? It's short telephone. Oh, Christina, and so on and so on. It was really funny as such testing out. But that is how you inspire your team, what they do with unexpected things and create for their own solution. And this is what I love. And so maybe it's a good recommendation for you as a hotel owner or as a team member or take a look on your next free time on vacation and go with your buddies in such park and think about what can that be for us in our hotel.
Yes. The saying, practice what you preach. If you're, practicing about or preaching about some changes, you should be doing the changes and implementing them yourself. Yeah. The same is if you are in the hotel industry and you say, well, I don't travel a lot. What does it say? How will you know what are the trends in the industry? How will you see and experience it yourself from the guest perspective? So this is really essential to practice what you preach.
And that could be also a good benefit. For example, I have a travel agency in my town, and the owner has different slots in the year and send their employees in these hotspots where they wish to be. For example, their one is African fan, and she traveled in every year some weeks to Africa. That could be a benefit. Yeah, not a higher salary. That could be a benefit. Connected maybe with your vacation. I pay everything. I have a tax advantage in this moment, and so on. Create your own world. Create your own fun park, what I say, and write it out on the float, but ask it before. It is not so fair. For example, I think when I say, oh, Diana, I'm a owner of a hotel and I want to have this experience with this ice buckets. I don't like traveling, but Diana, I know you are an adventure lover, and then I sent you to this ice igloo hotel.
Yeah.
Fully stupid when you are have a fear against killers and so on.
Yeah.
That's it. So, and then what is at the moment, and at the same time, you can reduce or save your resources when you take a look into social media. What is important? What is the trend now? And follow then. So, and then use it. Maybe you make a season's topic, especially for that or this or that. So then you can connect it. And when somebody said, oh, it's not a trend. Huh? This video has 3 billion users likes, and you said it's not a trend. Okay.
Yeah.
Make it like
I think sometimes in this case, it's more about personalization or loyalty through personalization, and hearing what our clients need, in our services as well. We have recruitment, we have ability to provide custom-made trainings and also build a customer support center, and so on. Whenever you hear what companies are living with and they're sharing about their needs, you can create it custom tailored, and you also see how technology is changing the business. So this is the same. Feedback can change your loyalty of your customers, and with the same, whenever you hear their needs, you observe, and using social media as a tool, what they want, you can finally customize it and provide it, and this will be your unique change, in the industry, unique positioning. I noticed that there are some hotels that are saying, we are focusing on business events. Our customers are business travel, for example. We know even some brands who are representing and known for business travelers, And in certain cases, some hotels are saying, we only work in summer and not using the whole rest of the year. But if you find your niche and create something, how to make more benefit of your location, maybe of your customization, what you have possibilities if you're somewhere on the island, what can you do about that, not only in summer, but in winter and so on. So
okay, I fully agree. And there's the point. It starts again with the owner or with the management, and it's like, okay, maybe he or she only like to work in the summer. Okay, so what do you need on minimum on turnover? That is stability, and so on and so on. How we can make some upselling, or how we can create some maybe 3 years contract exactly with such business travelers that they come back. So this is like what we Katja had with the specialty sports team. 16 years. Only they say, hey, like everywhere, okay, this is the contract. That is brilliant. You have a plannable size on amounting or accounting and so on, and then you can put on it. Oh, it was good for you. Now we have a special surprise again, and then you can have it more easier if there's no negotiation more necessary. I think so. When not something happened, and I forgot the red line. Something about this. Crossing my finger, I will come back. So yeah, that is a possibility. And for this thing is, hey, what do you think about when we test, for example, in the winter, 1 week, make an exclusivity event for that? Yeah. And what we said in some episode before, maybe invite all the families in your hotel in the winter for 1 week, have a special family event and so on, and then use the resources. So, and now I come back for the red line. I remind me, And if you want to have a neutral perspective, invite some test guests, for example. So also we, at the moment, yes, Diana, we create the Soprana Academy directed to Soprana Hotel. And it's also possible that you said, okay, send us 2, 3, 5 test guests with different things and then test it. It's like, where are potentials? What is in? What is there a gap between your image outside and what you do inside? So when you ask your team, how deep they will answer this question honestly, and that's could be a point and get some perspectives. Not.
It was also something that when I was traveling with one hotel, I had certain experience. And whenever you're sharing, they are like, we did not even think about that or did not even see that could be an issue or a flaw in the process, but this is something where we want to change and, of course, fix it,
This must not be a big thing.
Yeah.
Short. I supported Katja in this hotel. We booked her and the seminars and so on. Why? 5-star hotel and everything works. So that was exactly this with this espresso. You must not say anything. You can concentrate on your work or on your what you want to do there. What is your planning there? And after I gave her this testimonial because it was brilliant and so on, and I get an unexpected gift back. She gave me a little gift with a plate or a stone plate with handwriting one invitation to the best sausages in my town, not in the hotel, in my town. I was invited to her with her. I go on this store. It's not very. It's a typical German sausage with some barbecue, and she said it's the best one. She invited me to say thank you, a little gift, so to connect or to grow up to relate to relationships, and that is also what you can do in the winter. Send your guests a little card. Some pictures. Oh, so it's here in the winter, also nice. And then you can make in the same time a market research. And when 50% of the clients who are guests in the summer, I say, wow, it's also possible in the winter. Then outlet 1 month, maybe.
And I remembered one situation when I was traveling with my daughter in one of the hotels. Well, probably mostly everywhere that you're traveling, there is some small gift in the hotel.
Mm-hmm.
So we travel to one of the hotels. Usually that's some candy or some small piece of chocolate, right? So in summertime, we come to one of the hotels. It's more like family friendly, pet friendly hotel. So we get there, and what she finds not only some small chocolate, but her name is Patricia, and the hotel name was Promenade. And there is also, the hand-written letter P and a small bag with raisins in chocolate.
Mm-hmm.
That was something more like healthy snack or something, handmade and so on. Such a small thing, but it already made a difference because it was not only chocolate, it was handmade and plus kind of healthy.
Yeah.
And she was like, Mom, look, this is something different, from all the other places that we have been there. And guess what happens? We come to the hotel in London. We open the door. The hotel room is very nice. It's clean and so on. Nice view and everything is good. Except for one thing. Can you imagine what was her question?
No.
Where is the chocolate?
No.
Yes. She was asking this, where is the chocolate? It seems like so obvious that everywhere you go, you find some treat, in there, and it's a small thing. But in this hotel, there is no chocolate.
And what you do? What you have done then?
Well, of course, we had to go outside, in the meantime to find some sweet snack or something in there. But for me, it was also very interesting within the process, that why is there no chocolate in there? I did not pay that much attention because normally it's very rare that I actually eat this chocolate.
But who are the next guests? Who are the next clients?
My daughter.
Exactly. So when you ignore such little things as the owner or so, and for me it's also very important. And you say, okay, thank you. That hey, can I give you a tip? For example, that I have not must running out. Just imagine exactly with this example. You come into the hotel room, stressed and so on and so on. You expected the chocolate. Maybe you jump already in the spa and so on, and then you try to come back and say, "I want to have the chocolate." So the plan is, minimum a little bit irritated, right? And then I can give the feedback, hey. And then it makes all fully sense to do this, because sometimes a hotel owner said, "Oh, too much costs. This is additional." No, investment. That is investment. A little piece of chocolate that you have a good client in 10 or 20 years. An investment, what means is in every time in a long-term run, and that you have to plan. That's it. So a little piece of chocolate. And now the task is, I think, so go around to your hotel and take a look what you can do with these little steps, with these little things. And when you don't want to invest, ask a chocolate manufacturer in your surroundings, like, "Hey, I give you the visibility. Can you give me some chocolate?" That is a solution, or could be a solution.
True. Thank you, Sebastian. I think February is coming and we will have another interesting topics to speak about. In the meantime, we are wishing good preparations for the hotels for love celebration of the Valentine's Day. But let's not forget, love is about every day, not on one day per year. Thank you for visiting us at Hotel Soprana podcast about hospitality. Don't forget to subscribe, share, comment, and see you in 2 weeks.